What's up, guys? So we're not working on that. We're gonna start working on this, and we're taking a break from this and all that. So with this high mount exhaust, I left this area down here kind of naked and bare, and unfortunately I waited too long to buy the OEM cowl that you can't get anymore. So that's unfortunate. Wonder kind of makes a cowl, but it's not, I don't know, it doesn't do it for me. So since I have a high mount, we can use the S&S race cowl. So this is the exact same cowl that were on the Super Hooligan bikes, the factory bikes. Here are the mounting brackets. This thing comes with absolutely no instructions and no pre-drilled holes. So yeah. On the race bikes, obviously they have a different oil cooler. They mount their oil cooler up here, and their exhaust runs down here and goes under the bike. You can't run the aftermarket oil cooler with the toast exhaust because this bend here comes out too far, obviously, and there's not enough room to put the oil cooler with the brackets. So we can't do that. What we are going to do is try and attempt to make it fit with the OEM oil cooler in the same spot. So if worst comes to worst, I may have to notch out a little bit right here. And then if you look over here, this cut here, it's going to go down here. So I might have to cut that out a little bit so the spring and everything clears. But obviously the race bikes don't have kickstand. And as you can see, also got the chain guard off the race bikes. I'll put Serge's Instagram link in the description. He has access to all these S&S race parts. Obviously he has S&S rear sets that they were using. Basically pretty much everything off the race bike. These case guards as well. He has access to it, he can sell you. So yeah, so let's get this mocked up. First I gotta figure out where these mounts go. I'm gonna look at some pictures from the race bikes and see where they all go, and we'll go from there. Well, that was a lot more involved than I thought it was gonna be. So we'll start from the front. So initially there was a hump here that went up about, let's see, where did I cut that piece off? So got that tall up. Then I cut this notch out like the pictures showed of some of the bikes. But with that, it sat way too far down. So I just shaved that whole hump off, cut the notch out so I can still get to this access screw here. That's the way it was in the picture of the race bike, but second thought, it really didn't need it because you have to take this off to get this off anyway. Actually, maybe not fully. Maybe just take these secondary bolts off. Anyway. So for the oil cooler, we're just going to notch it up, and then that would leave this piece weak. So what I did was, as you can see, just notched around there. It's not touching anything. I'm not going to fool with anything up here. Gets plenty of airflow. So then it gives you this mount here. It's kind of hard to see back there, but what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to get some brass spacers back there, put on there. For this mount back here, it goes there. So this one was adjustable. So I'm gonna get some bolts for in there and kind of fine tune this. So obviously, as you see, you move this. It's moving up there. So I'm gonna fine tune that, get all this where it kind of looks straight. There was another hump that came over here. As you can see, I just took and sanded that right down. Obviously, this isn't finished. I'm gonna have to tinker a little bit more. I might do something with this up here. I'm not gonna just radius this off. I'm not sure yet. On this side, that's where I got fun. So there was this mount here. I think this mount probably would have been better if it could have been flipped over, which it could have been if I got spacers and would have pulled this in a little bit. But again, down there, I'm gonna get another spacer for that. I might just actually bend this in, and then this bolt should go in. Nothing's touching up here. Got clearances. One of the race bikes has this cut off, leaving the connectors exposed, but with how I did this, I don't have to. Back here, you're supposed to use these mounts, and it wanted you to mount it, I believe, right here. Obviously, I don't have, well, I need a kickstand, so I couldn't use that. So actually what I did was I found that one of the engine case bolts actually perfectly fit right there. So again, I just get a longer bolt and a spacer for behind that. for the case. And then for the kickstand, as you can see, the initial line kind of just went all the way through here. If you look on the other side, so it was up to here. So I cut a big chunk off here. Just kind of radius that out, and then kickstand works. Oh, okay. So took back off, radius some edges a little bit more, radius this edge, and then I came down here, radius this a little bit, and also up here. If you looked at before, this kind of just came out, kind of was up here. Thought about kind of just bringing this down and then cut it straight across, but then that would have made this line look kind of stupid. Obviously this line and that line are separate, because this pan was meant to have the exhaust kind of run through here, which it's not doing. So I radiused this down, and then this piece was a little flimsy, so what I did was I took a piece of aluminum and put a couple rivets in there to kind of shore up this. So now everything's good. There's enough meat back here. This was just a little small. Got some new M5 hardware, and what I'm going to do for the left hand side, as you notice, because this is going to sit like this, but the screw goes straight in, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these nylon bushings and cut it at an angle and create a spacer back here for that, and then obviously some nylon bushings for the tips. So I'm going to put it back on and get this cut down. I'm an idiot. Not M5, I need an M6, so those are worthless. What did work were the bushings. As you can see, what I did was just took this, measured this bushing out, and then cut a slit. So this side is going to go on the belly pan inside, and this is going to go on the outside. That way the straight bolt will have an angle, keep the angle of the belly pan. If we got the angle right. And I need to cut a little bit off the back side of that. I want a little bit closer. So I'm just going to go and trim off a little bit more. I trimmed off a lot more. I am going to get a longer bolt because even with this trimmed off, it's only grabbing a couple threads. And another main reason for this is because obviously this is a case bolt or a case cover bolt, so you want tension against it. So to find a bolt, like I said, I'm going to go get some better hardware. The angle is pretty good, but it's still, the bolt's bottoming out just a little bit, so I need a slightly shorter bolt to go back over. But we're all solid mounted. And then this mount here, to get the better angle, honestly, where I drilled this hole. So I bent the mount up, and the tab in. You can kind of see down there for that one to match this angle. Again, otherwise it would have been the same deal as this. So not hitting anything here, not hitting anything up front. Over here, this is the adjusted one, so I've adjusted all the way back. Obviously that shifts where this is centered. And then this one, I did the same thing. Left it angled this way, but I pulled the tab out this way, so it has a nice angle. This isn't hitting up here. Oil line is slightly rubbing right there, but I don't think it's going to be an issue. What I think I'm going to do next, when I pull this off, next time I'm going to bond some washers behind on the back side of each of these holes to give this a little bit more rigidity, so that way it doesn't crack, because this is very thin. Just threw the biggest sticker I had in my toolbox just to kind of break it up a little bit. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to follow this line here and come here with a red and then the same color gold stripe. I'm going to have my painter put it that way. So I'm going to do this base black, which is this nice pearl here, and then a red, and maybe a red, white, and gold stripe. I'm not quite sure how it'll look. I'll do some renderings. But let's get it out in the sun and see what it looks like. there she is in the sun. I just gave it a quick polish. I like to put a sticker on for just and go because it look plain. But yeah, I think the lines and then the pearl down there when the sun hits it, it's gonna work out pretty good. Obviously, I'm not gonna get my body guy too much grief because this is a thin race cow, and it's a belly pan, so it's gonna get rock chips anyway. So I'm having to do a quick and easy paint job on it. But yeah, so I believe this is the first race belly pan on the street that wasn't in a race bike, and it does indeed fit without moving any of this. Obviously, this hole I could have cut a little bit more shallow, but with how I was having to mount everything, I just gave myself a little bit more clearance. But everything's nice and tight. And looking good. Like I said, I'll drop the guy's Instagram link in the description. Sergio Moran. He lives about 3 hours from me. Super great guy, but if you want the SNS parts, he's the guy to talk to. Thanks for watching.